I think it's pretty safe to say that when we look at Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker, the real driving force for the hype of this movie has all to do with, of course, Palpatine's return and how he's really going to be portrayed by Ian McDiarmid once more. It is quite surreal for the fans to actually know that Palpatine is coming back in the flesh by Disney and Lucasfilm. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, with that being said, we do know that Palpatine is going to be the central piece of this story, and that really is going to be very important to Rey's lineage in The Rise of Skywalker and how it's going to unfold in Episode 9 from start to finish of this movie. In fact, Anthony Daniels, the actor who portrays C-3PO, just the other day said that there are so many secrets that will be unveiled in this movie that a lot of fans are just really going to enjoy it. And that, to me, I think it really does boost up the hype, because this movie really is a revelation film. You know, it really is going to change how we view the past 8 Star Wars movies before this one. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film, and when it all comes down to one of the concept art descriptions as well as one of the set leaks, this is where things begin to get very intriguing for this film. Now, specifically, what's really intriguing about all of this is that it's described that one of the scenes that were filmed during the month of January of this year involved a sequence that was shot over in Cardington, where it said that on set, Daisy Ridley was portraying the role of Rey, where Ian McDiarmid was also said to be on set as Palpatine, where Palpatine is described to give Rey a vision of her parents, where it's explained that one of the sequences between Ian and Daisy involved a moment where Palpatine was giving Rey a lecture about family and the Skywalker bloodline, and how certain bloodlines are destined to either have tragedy and strength. It's explained that in the sequence, Palpatine gives Rey a vision of her mother, where it's described that Rey is said to witness her death on the desert world of Jakku by a Sith loyalist. It's explained that the costume design used on set for Rey's mother, portrayed by an unknown actress in her 30s, was actually dubbed as Melinza_Palpatine-505-Trim2. It's explained that in the film, it will be explained that Melinza, who is Rey's mother, will have a deep connection with Palpatine that will be explained further in the film, and that the connection between Melinza and Sidious will create a big change in how fans will view the prequels and the originals. Now, her costume design used in the sequence was said to involve herself in a white dress with black stripes running down the back, where she was laying in the desert sands of Jakku. So let's go over a couple of parts about this. Now, this by far, of course, is the biggest hint of all, that, of course, Rey's mother is actually Palpatine's daughter, and hence that would also fall directly in line with the previous leaks that we heard about of course, you know, Rey being the granddaughter of Palpatine himself, or Palpatine being the grandfather of course, Rey, etc. So this particular scenario is said to be a moment in which they worked very hard over in Cardington during January of this year, between both Ian and Daisy as Palpatine and Rey, where Palpatine is said to offer Rey a vision and the truth about her parents, specifically something about her mother. Now, the thing that really stands out to me here is, of course, the costume design that is actually dubbed as Melinza_Palpatine-505-Trim2. Now, like I've said before in the past, we do know that this movie is going to feature new twists and revelations related to Palpatine's return, and exactly how he's going to be utilized in this story is all going to pretty much be a very complex thing by Disney and Lucasfilm. Now, everything related to Rey's parents, we do know that, of course, that Daisy Ridley said that there is a lot more to the story, and that everything that the fans want to know about her parents are actually going to be answered in this film, so look forward to that. But the other piece that also, you know, really raises a lot of questions here, of course, is how Melinza and, of course, Palpatine are actually said to have a deep connection that will be explained in The Rise of Skywalker. So, on top of everything with Episode 9 having a lot of revelations and twists and turns, we also know that JJ is using this as a way to create new Star Wars lore, as well as, of course, you know, ways in order to change the events of history, in order to add more to the past. And I think that's a very good thing by JJ in a sense, because it really does make one question, you know, Melinza being the daughter of Palpatine, how in the world would that really work? It really does have me mind-boggled right now as to exactly how in the world did Palpatine ever have a child, and exactly who did he have that child with, or perhaps maybe, and just maybe, Rey's parents were a creation by Palpatine, hence technically Rey's mother would be the daughter of Sidious. So with that being said, we can see that JJ's trying to do something very, unique with the Force. He wants to include all these new Force powers, and it's not too far, out to say that Palpatine has a new Force power that allows him to create life, just as he said with Darth Plagueis in, of course, Revenge of the Sith. So keep an eye open for that as well. So as we get closer to, of course, the upcoming film come December 19th of this year, tickets are going to be going on sale during this month of October. That's a very exciting thing as well. And I think a lot of fans are just very curious about Palpatine and exactly how this is all going to unfold in this story. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.